Hey there, I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my weekly message. And there's Yogi, my darling little puppy, who clearly doesn't want to do a public appearance today. Anyway, um, we're both getting used to New York, so he's getting acclimatized to the weather. It's getting a bit warmer, so that's nice. Anyway, let's go on to what's happening this week. Quite a bit happening this week. We've got a full moon, and it's in the sign of Libra. So I love full moons because it signifies like endings and beginnings. So a full moon, admittedly, if something's not working in your life, it can sort of make that crack larger and bring it apart. But, that allows us to deal with it. It provides the energy, like the catalyst of energy to just renew things. So it throws it open. It can be unsettling. It can be confronting. But once you go through it, it tends to break things down so you can build them up, and then you're back on the right path. So it's positive in that way. What's that saying? What doesn't, what challenges you makes you stronger. I know that's not the saying, but anyway, I believe that's true. Mercury finally is coming out of its retrograde phase this week. Hooray! It's one of the transits I really don't like. So Mercury being the planet of communication, commerce, it's the ruler of Gemini and Virgo. It's been sitting in the sign on its retrograde journey, sitting in the sign of Pisces. So it will go on the 4th. It turns. Now, just keep in mind that when a planet goes, stationary to turn in its transit, direct or retrograde, can be the most intense time. So, as I've said to the individual star signs this week, if you do have a deep and meaningful, or you're feeling compelled to tell somebody some home truths, if you're traveling, doing anything with media or communication of any level, try to leave it until the end of the week would be better. Of course, that's not always possible. So if you really need to sign a contract, get on a plane, you can't put off, a deep and meaningful with sensitive discussion any longer, then, a couple of things to keep in mind. Firstly, it's not always what you say. Sometimes it's how you say it. So try to check your tone of voice and the way that you go about things. Take a leaf out of Libra's book and be a bit more diplomatic. If it's to do with an official document, then, read between the lines and make sure that things are coming together in the way that you envisage them. I don't think that word's pronounced right, but anyway, we'll move on. And just double check everything. Most important, don't make any assumptions, okay? So, and tune into your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, most likely it isn't right, okay? Now, the other thing that's happening this week is that Venus is on the move and moves into Gemini. So Venus is the planet of love, romance, and money and possessions. So, in Gemini, it can, it's about media, communication. So, once that we get the Mercury, back in phase towards the end of the week, this is a very nice time to, go to people and tell them how you feel and start communicating from an open heart situation, an open heart space, okay? So there's some good things that are happening this week. Venus and Mars do have a squaring on the 7th, so you want to just be careful with that you don't have too high expectations of what somebody can or cannot provide you. And keep in mind with relationships, it's it's the differences that people have or that you have with other people that make life so interesting, okay? So rejoicing people's differences rather than see them as people that are going to push your buttons. I mean, and, just a quick note on that, if somebody does push your buttons, then really that's a sign for you to delve into why it's affecting you so strongly. Okay, so it's a chance for you to look a little bit deeper at yourself, because when it comes down to it, we're all just trying to be the best that we can be, and better people. And if we start with us, like Michael Jackson's looking in the man in the mirror, then that's a very good place to start. Thanks very much for your support, and for watching my videos, particularly through that whole month. I was sick with the New York flu. I really appreciate all your comments, and sticking with me through all that. Love and luck to you. Have a great week, to you, your family, and your pets, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.